Welcome to Paranormal Intuitive Investigative walking tour of Tombstone. What we're going to try to do for you tonight is we're going to take you around Tombstone, mostly Allen Street, and show you some of the hot spots around town and try to give you a little history on them, and hopefully you'll learn something. If not, you'll have a lot of fun going along with us. Speaking of which, our first stop will be the Birdcage Theater, which is located right across the street here at 7th and Allen. And we'll walk across here right now and kind of take a quick peek inside, and we'll give you a little history on the way, so come along. Right now we are crossing Allen Street, one of the more notorious streets, of course, here in Tombstone. And this is the Birdcage Theater. The Birdcage Theater opened up basically Christmas Day of 1881. It was the more bawdy, more ruckus theater here in town. Despite what the movies tell you, people did not sit up into the areas above the stage and everything. That was for the prostitutes to take their johns and such. So that is not correct. Also, if you can look inside here real quick, you'll see that there's a wall right up there. That wall was not here when the Birdcage Theater was built. It was just an open, clear through shot from the doors. Right, you can see the stage and the floor room and everything else. Most everything you're seeing inside there now is original, except for the wall. The paintings, the catwalk, everything up there is original. Even the lights hanging from the ceiling are original. Now the Birdcage has had right around 23 deaths inside. This is, of course, one of the more haunted locations, or at least one of the more famous haunted locations here in Tombstone. Everybody comes here, everybody wants to do the ghost tours here. It's a great place. It's probably one of the more original places here in town. When you walk in, definitely a must-see if you come here to Tombstone. I do want to point something out to you here, right here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's nighttime, so I don't know if you can or not. There's a sign here that describes how Curly Bill Brocious shot Marshal Fred White. Probably can't see it, but it says October 28th, 1880. The date is correct. The two players are correct. However, this sign is not correct. This is not the right spot where he was shot. He was actually shot in an arroyo, or a wash, right behind the Birdcage here, probably about 150, 200 meters down over here. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna kind of walk around. We're gonna do the once around trip at Tombstone, and along the way we'll stop, kind of give you some points of interest, let you know what's going on. So come along. We'll leave the Birdcage Theater and we are walking down Allen Street. One thing I want to point out is, why we are doing this at night. There's two reasons. One, there's less people on the street, of course, so we're able to talk to you and do a little better that way. Two, most people always identify ghosts and investigations and such with nighttime. Honestly, 27 years of doing this, I do most of my investigating in the daytime. I get just as much, if not more, during the daytime than at night, but it looks more dramatic at nighttime, so that's why they do it. That's why we're doing it, so come along and enjoy it, this spooky little tour. As we pan around here, this is just kind of across the street from the Birdcage. That's the Silver Nugget. Right next to the Silver Nugget, you see what they call the Tombstone Pharmacy. That used to be the post office and telegraph office of the day. And when we come around the other side here, we'll get into more of that history when we come along. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to head down Allen Street, and we're going to go to a place called the Longhorn Restaurant, which used to be the Bucket of Blood Saloon back in the day. So come on down. As you can hear, the bars are in full swing right now. Very hard rock music, which of course, when you think of Tombstone, that's what you think about. So The corner we're approaching now is the corner of 6th and Allen, 5th and Allen, I'm sorry. One of the more notorious places here in Tombstone. It's kind of the crossroads of Tombstone, so to speak. The building we're going up to now, as you can see up here, is called the Longhorn Restaurant. This is the Longhorn Restaurant right here on the corner of Allen Street. It used to be called the Bucket of Blood Saloon or the Owl Cafe. Now when it had the second story on it, there was a window that faced right out into the corner here of Allen Street. Now right across the street you can see that is the Crystal Palace Saloon. That is where Virgil was shot in the street there. And it was said that right above us here there was a second story window, and it's rumored that that's where the shooter was at when he shot Virgil. So we're going to wrap it up here real quick, and then when we come back we'll do the second block of Tombstone.